Nice. I will do it. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the September 5th version of the Irving Las Colinas Rotary Club. We're going to get started this morning with our invocation by Reverend Shane Webb as soon as he gets done fiddling with the council.
Yeah.
Would you stand?
Please stand. We need some prayer, y'all. I invite you to pray in a manner that's appropriate for you. So let us pray. Loving God, we thank you for this day, for the beautiful weather that we have, for the rain that we have received, and for that rain that may be yet to come. We are thankful. We thank you for this club, for its energy, for its willingness to serve this community and to far-reaching communities. God, we ask that you would bless us this day so that we might continue to have the strength to serve this community. May the food that we eat nourish our bodies and help us to be mindful of those around us. We ask this in your holy name. Amen.
Amen. You know, when you serve the church in rural areas, always pray for rain. Yeah. Always pray for rain. Come on up, Renee. And when I served in Dundee, which is southwest of Wichita Falls, Evelyn was a ranger in that church, about 6'4", named David Williams, and he told me, "Preacher, when the Lord caused it to rain 40 days and 40 nights, we got 3 kids in Dundee, and he sure was proud." They didn't get much rain. Renee's going to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
All right, please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. Please put your right hand on your heart and say, I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. You may be seated, and Donna is going to introduce our guests today.
Yeah, Donna.
Hey, Donna.
Go, Donna.
Here's Donna.
Go, Miss Bola.
Yes, my team won the best jokes last night. Okay, we'd like to welcome our guest today, Nicole French. She's a guest of Renee Santana. And we have Henry Chris. Yes, Henry Chris. Sorry for that. Yeah, we also have Kate Peck, a new member. We have Sean Lee, a guest from the Grapevine Rotary. And then we have Jeff over. Welcome to everybody.
Give our guest a rousing Irving Las Colinas Rotary welcome. Our meeting is Chris Moore, who is the project manager with Irving Schools Foundation. Chris, if you would come on up. And Crystal would normally have been here, but she's under the weather today. So Chris is the person in charge. Welcome. You have to hold us up like this.
All right, thank you guys for having me. I know Chris wish she could be here. My name is Chris Moore. I'm the project manager with the Irving Schools Foundation. And I'm here to talk to you guys about our big event we had over the summer, Supplies for Success. That's our big backpack and school supply giveaway. You guys were a sponsor of that. So I just want to give you guys a brief rundown of what we did and what you guys contributed to. Here's a quick video. So for those who haven't been to it or seen what we've done, our social media guy put a very cool video together. And before I started too, something that we're doing new is playing around with AI. So we have our own song that goes with the video. So we started playing our own songs for all of our programs. Audio plays. Go get the audio too. Okay. So as you can see, we have a ton of sponsors. We gave away. We had 4,400 people actually show up at the event. It was at Irving High, and in a 4-hour period, that's a lot of people to get through Irving High. A lot of cars. So a lot going on. We gave away a total of 6,500 backpacks. So backpacks. Wow. So we spent 2 weeks at Irving High, putting the backpacks together. We put supplies in the backpacks. So we take donations in. We get to purchase some backpacks. So that's what the money goes to, helping us purchase backpacks, helping us purchase the supplies. And I basically live at Irving High for 2 weeks getting the event ready. And then you can see in the bottom corner a giant amount of backpacks. So when we go to Irving High, there's nothing in the cafeteria. And then when we're done in 2 weeks, there's a giant amount of 6,500 backpacks. So it's kind of cool to see the progress in 2 weeks. And then, so like as I said, 4,400 people showed up and got backpacks today. And then when we're done with the event, whatever leftover backpack that we have, we take it to schools. So each school got about 50 or so backpacks. Wow. Yeah, so if you can't make it to the event, we make sure that all the schools have some for kids, and some need even more than that. So we do what we can to try to supply them for the kids at Irving ISD. The people who are chosen for this are chosen off federally funded list. So in the school district, that's 88% or so economically impoverished. We try to help the ones who need it the most. And so, and then after that, we give to the schools. So we try to help as many people as we can, which I think from hearing around is one of the biggest backpack drives in the area. Because I know everybody that came got a backpack. Some of the other drives, can't say that about some of the other drives. So I'm happy that we can say that everybody that came got a backpack. And we had over 1,000 volunteer hours. As I was saying, 2 weeks of backpack build and a day of. A lot goes into it to get 4,400 people through there. We have different sessions, so they're not there all at the same time. and it takes a lot of volunteers to help us with that. So we had a great time with it. This is my second year. It was a lot smoother the second go around than the first go around, so I'm happy about that too. But it's a pretty good event all around, and as you can see, a few more pictures of everybody going on as soon as it flips over to the next one. There we go. So a lot of fun, like I said, you can see the backpack builds. We had our theme this year was gaming, try to make a theme every year. So some of our staff dressed up as Mario and Princess Peach. And so it's a lot of fun, and you can see on the bottom right, our board members came and helped us distribute the backpacks to the school. That took us about 2 days to get the Irving High out and then back to normal. Because they had to get ready for school for the next couple of days. So a lot goes into it, and we appreciate everything that you guys contribute, all the help that you guys do. And so thank you guys for everything that you contribute to us and helping us with it. Like I said, we try to take as many donations as possible, but not everything we get is through donations. So all the money and all that kind of stuff helps us out of time to buy what we need for the event.
No Rotary.
Yes, thank you. And just so you guys know, we have a couple other events coming up as soon as this changes. And our next big event is called Caring and Sharing. I want to tell you about it. There we go. It's called Caring and Sharing. So this is going to be December 10th at Irving High again. And this is our big holiday event. If you've ever seen like an angel tree where you can adopt students, that's what we do. So once again, we try to help the people that need the most in the district that is economically disadvantaged. If you would like to adopt a student, there's a QR code. If you'd like to volunteer, there's another QR code. So we need about 50 or so volunteers for that event. It's going to be in the evening from about 5 o'clock to 7:30 or so. This is the one where we put out presents to the kids. Our goal this year is to have 600 kids adopted. We partnered with our Irving ISD departments, Hippie, Project Pass, TAPS, Peace, and Newcomers, that's the other one. And so we try to get as many kids as we can, and we're up to 600 this year. And so if you want to adopt a kid, we'll have ornaments ready mid-October or so. Let me know, contact Crystal or I, and we can get your kid adopted. And if you'd like to volunteer, like I said, we really help with the event. But it's a really fun event. Santa, the big guy, comes for the event, so it's always fun. We have a train kids can ride, and they leave. They don't even know why they're there. All they know is that they're there for a Christmas holiday event. We try to have dignity with this event, so they don't know why they were chosen for the event. They just show up, see Santa, get pictures with Santa, decorate some cookies, play some games, and then leave with back in presents. So it's a really fun event. It's hard to say which one's my favorite project because we go through a bunch of these every year. I'm like, oh, Supplies for Success is my favorite, and then we get to Caring and Sharing. And then we do Spark and all that kind of stuff. So we do a lot of stuff. And just so you guys know, another event we have coming up is our Citrus Stroll, which is this Saturday or the 14th, coming up next Saturday. And so if you would like to come to that, we have a QR code for you to scan. This is help us to raise some money for our gala that's coming up in October, or actually November 1st. But this is over there by Hudson House. You get a glass of wine, you walk that shopping area. Even the shops that don't serve wine and give you a glass of wine, they have like a massage envy or something, they have wine. It's really fun. You get food too. The new pizza place is going to be a part of it. So you get food and all sorts of stuff. If you're like me, you're going to make sure you're plenty of other things to do too. We're having an after party at the Texas Card House, and we have gifts and all sorts of prizes there. So we'd like to come to that. And then our next one is our golf tournament coming up on September 20th. So there's some sponsors and the team for that, so that's available on September 20th. And then there's going to be a party. So if you are into country music, bring your cowboy boots, cowboy hats, come to the party afterwards. Once again, if you're like me, you're not a big golfer, you're always going to party afterwards.
Yeah.
So I accept likes to party. I know you guys like to party too. So We always have some sort of party or after party with our kids. So this one's gonna be a lot of fun too. And then the last thing coming up is our gala on November 1st. This year, I'm sure you already know, is Kentucky Derby themed gala. So we're trying to get a horse this year. So if you got anybody who has a horse that's insured, let me know. Because we need a horse. Last year we had a monkey at the event that was a big hit. You have one? Yeah.
How many?
Just one. So that was actually coming up. We had a manager meeting this week.
When do you need it?
November, just for the event on November 1st. So it would be that evening.
I'll get through Shane and coordinate.
Okay, yeah. So,
Do you work with Crystal?
yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we can, okay. So, yeah, that's a big part of it. So, but I want to thank you guys. Y'all are big supporters of Irving Schools Foundation, for everything that you guys do. As I said, all of our stuff is donations and sponsorships and stuff. And I know I can't do my job. I'm the project manager and I go from one project to the next project and I can't do it without you guys' support. So thank you guys so much for everything.
All right. Well, huh? Yes, Valerie has a question. Valerie.
I wasn't able to help out with the supplies for success this year, but last year it was really an amazing and a very emotional experience for me. I know that it was very early this year and it just came upon us very quickly, and a lot of us that otherwise would have volunteered didn't get a chance to. Do you have any dates for next year's or communication so that we can get a little better and have more notice?
I do not have next year's date. So one of the reasons we had to move it up like a week earlier, school started a little earlier than last year. But if you were there last year, the football program had their like team pictures that day and they had practice that day. So to work along with them and to avoid, as you know, parking is limited too, and getting that many people through there. So to work with them and not have us scheduled at the same time as them. And they also had a basketball tournament too. And we needed the gym this year. We were trying to, instead of having long lines where people were waiting outside, we staged the groups inside the auditorium and inside the gym. And so we needed the gym. And so to avoid any conflict, that was one of the reasons why we had it a week earlier. I would anticipate it being, 2 to 3 weeks or, ahead of the school start date. I don't know when that's going to be just yet. Probably in January.
Early again.
Yeah. Like I said, I try to work with the school district and, just to avoid any kind of conflict with the football program or basketball practice or whatever. Because I know it's only probably 20 or 30 parking spots, but we need those 20 or 30 parking spots. So that was why we were earlier than the year before.
Okay, let us know earlier. And we have something for you. Val, can you take a picture? Sure. Or Renee? We have, it's like a challenge. The Rotary believes in service above self, and we've got the 4-way test of the things we think, say, or do. The first is it that true? That's what you always ask. This is for you. Awesome. All right. Okay. Gonna get our picture. You got her.
I can keep going. All right.
Well, thank you so much. Now, in announcements today, first off, Heather, I have been soliciting people for the Icons Luncheon.
Great.
The only one I haven't talked to yet is Jim Plain, and I'll get him because he's sitting right over there where I'm sitting.
Thank you.
We have 8 seats for Rotary, 8 seats available with Don and Bob and Donna Bourgeois, and 5 seats from Jose Parker.
Great.
So we hope that's 21 seats, and I hope to have
That's
everyone that's a member of this club, including one guest, Jeff Colbert, from the Sunrise Club, and we want to have a significant representation from Rotary at this.
And I talked to Bob yesterday.
Go Heather.
Woo! Go ahead.
And I spoke with Bob Bourgeois yesterday, and he said he wants to make sure everyone that is able to or wants to attend can be there. So I think even if we surpass the 21 seats, we'll be able to accommodate everyone attending. And
That's
then.
my understanding too. That's what-
Okay, and then, excited, we've asked Bill, to say the blessing for the luncheon.
Nice.
So I just thought it would be a nice way to celebrate all that Rotary's doing for the luncheon and obviously.
Can you tell us a little bit about Icon Luncheon? Can you tell us a little about it?
Sure, yeah, so it's called Texas Icons, and it's our second year doing it, and every year we are gonna celebrate Texas. So, this year we're honoring Don Arnline, who's been instrumental in supporting and really growing Baylor's Cotton by Irving. And so excited to honor him, and then the company that we're honoring is Mazan Associates, and Helma and her husband have been heavily involved with the hospital, and her daughter Lisa is actually chairing the luncheon this year. So Lisa Holtz and Diana Pfaff are chairing the luncheon this year, and then we're gonna have someone from the leadership team at the State Fair of Texas, her name is Jennifer, come and speak, which I can think of nothing more iconic than Texas, than the State Fair of Texas. So excited to have her come and speak, and just tell us more about the fair and all that they do.
So you transferred from like Texas Fest into Texas.
Yes.
Icon.
Correct.
What? Awesome.
Correct,
Exciting.
yes.
And I wasn't in on any of these conversations, but the hospital foundation has learned, like a lot of organizations have learned, they do better with luncheons instead of evening events.
We're learning that.
They're cheaper, the cost is not, you don't have to worry with the alcohol issue, and you're in and out in an hour and a half. And last year, it was really a good presentation, and we were done early. So it was good. So anyone who wants to go can go. We have plenty of seats, and Bob and Donna have said that they will buy more seats. And so, because we really want to support this. And how this came about, we put in, and Chris, I forgot to tell you, we've applied for a district grant for $2,500 for the schools foundation for next year, okay? For the backpack program.
Oh, thank you.
But we put money in our budget to support the hospital foundation. I went over and saw Heather and I said, do you want this just as a donation, or can you take this as part of the icons? And she says she would give us a table of 8 for that. And so here we go.
Yeah.
It's great. It's good for our Rotary Club to work very closely with the other nonprofits in the community. You know, we've got the
Irving Care.
Irving Cares.
Yes.
I'm getting old, Jeff. And I'm glad that you reminded me that I'm praying.
The Alliance.
That-
Well, I want to remind you
Crisis
again.
Ministries, all things made new. There's a lot
Yeah,
of.
we've got several things, and my aide, John Van Buren, has told me that there's some things that we need to think about next year that we need to get in this year. But that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what we're doing as a Rotary Club. So you guys know. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank
All right.
you.
So if you want to sign up, if you haven't signed up, you want to sign up for Texas Icons, you're the only guy that have pay, okay? And we have plenty of room. The next thing is there's no meeting next Thursday, okay? No meeting here because we are having a social next Tuesday. Okay, it's Cielitas Mexican Flavors down on Las Colinas Boulevard, 5:30 to 7. We will be done in plenty of time so you can go home and get all snuggled down in your chair to watch the presidential debate that night, okay? And the other thing is, mark your calendar. We will need to build the flags on Saturday, September 21st. I went down Tuesday and disassembled 35 flags that didn't even make it out of the barn because they were torn and faded, and so we've got all the stuff coming in. So we will need probably at least a couple of days. But we had good inventory, so we're not in a critical need for flags. We've got that. Any other announcements to come before the club at this time, other than one more, Chris? You just take all the time in the world you need to eat and relax and enjoy your lunch, okay? Because we're gonna be done a little early, and we're gonna take this time just to visit. And at this, I'm gonna ask Buddy Brown to lead us in the 4-way test of the things we think, say, or do. Would you stand?
That's what we did, make the French say or do. First. Is it true? Second. Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned?
Everybody stay, sit down and enjoy your lunch, enjoy the visit.